Across the country, smoke begins to pour from mills idle and silent during the 116-day steel strike. 500,000 workers began returning to their jobs after the Supreme Court upheld a Taft-Hartley injunction 8-1. Also going back to work were 350,000 in the light industries made idle by the strike. In Los Angeles, celebrities headed by Lawrence Melchior arrived for the 6th Imperial Ball. With her husband and the Richard Egan's, Jane Russell, who founded the Adoption Fund, which benefits from the ball. Esther Williams and Jeff Chandler, a few of the Hollywood luminaries who are brought together with Los Angeles society leaders and nobility. The guest of honor, Princess Marie Cecile of Prussia and her parents, Prince Louis Ferdinand Holden, and the Grand Duchess Kira of Russia. The brilliant annual event, which includes a limousine as a door prize, is for the benefit of WAIT, the World Adoption International Fund, which in 6 years has found homes for 7,000 youngsters from Europe and Asia. A princess comes out in a worthy cause. In the nation's capital, a full-dress premiere for the Soviet film The Cranes Are Flying. Carol Baker is one of the Hollywood luminaries present, with Eric Johnston representing the U.S. film industry, which will distribute this and 6 more Russian films here. Also turning out in force are Washington officialdom and State Department figures. William S.B. Lacey, Special Assistant for East-West Cultural Exchanges. And USIA Chief George V. Allen. This premiere, matched by the gala opening in Moscow of a major American film, marks the opening of the first Soviet-American cultural exchange program in a widely popular medium, motion pictures. It does not of itself mark a major thaw in the Cold War, but the presence of Secretary of State Herter signifies the importance and hope attached to the exchange, which will reach millions in each country. It haps to turn my lady's head. Turn it till she's as dizzy as the mad milliners who concocted this collection shown in Rome. At the outset, things are merely extreme. One might say there's only a veiled suggestion of things to come. But once they really get rolling with this preview of winter bonnets, it's enough to make your head spin. Not surprisingly, the chic signorinas are reportedly to orbit about the new look. But whether they make one think of medicine balls, melons, or that Mom could be taking in laundry, the question remains, even if a gal keeps her balance, how can she wear one of these, plus high heels, and still get into one of those midget Italian sports cars? At the Riverloo shipyard near Detroit, workmen prepare the ways for the christening of a giant new ore carrier that will be here, goes into the narrow launching slip, preceded by a spectacular wall of water. The biggest Great Lakes vessel ever built, 730 feet long and 75 feet wide, the largest permitted in the St. Lawrence Seaway and Sioux Locks, makes quite a splash. Here's a quiet, unspectacular demonstration of the most gargantuan helicopter to date, biggest and most powerful. Over Stratford, Connecticut, the experimental Sikorsky flying crane cruises to and fro with a compact model, but what's 3,500 pounds to this airborne monster? It could just as easily plant telephone poles, uproot giant oaks, or lift a massive bridge span into place. But that would be only ostentation. It's a clever dodge instead of just a hint as to how easy it would be to bypass traffic jams if we'd all just switch to helicopters. Harness fans pack Hollywood Park for the $75,000 American Trotting Classic, with a field of top harness racing today heading for the thrill finish of the year. Germain takes the lead as the field of 7 gets away in the 1-mile trot. Senator Frost is right after the French artichoke eater, and Darn Safe third as they hit the first turn. Germain still leads, rounding the final turn, but the pressure comes on. Senator Frost has faded. Germain loses ground as Trader Horn moves up. But on the outside, watch Charming Barbara, a 17-to-1 shot, and the only filly in the race. Trader Horn passes Germain, but Charming Barbara keeps on coming to full abreast and to win by a whisker. A sensational triumph for driver Billy Houghton and Charming Barbara. Never underestimate the power of a filly, the filly.